Core Green Room V3 is the subject of our next test here at Glyton TV. Small shape adjustments and a stable sandwich construction in the deck area make the differences from the predecessor. The Core Green Room is available in lengths 5'6", 5'8", 5'10", and 6'0". We specifically tested the 5'10" for you in this detailed review. The sleek outline of 44.5 cm with the 3-stage rocker, which is not too excessive at 4.9 cm, overall makes a really harmonious impression, especially when planing. And if you don't edge the board too hard, you can achieve really good planing ability here. The board has outstanding acceleration potential, and you can effortlessly and easily reach an incredibly really very high speed. And extremely, in doing so, the board always remains very easy to control. In some boards in our test from the down the line category, or boards for medium to high waves, we mostly noticed not so good upwind performance. This is different here. Here the tucked under the edge is softly shaped far forward and the rails are already sharp 25 centimeters before the fins, so that the lateral drift can be very well restrained here. So you can really easily get upwind here. If we surf the board with an even weight distribution, the turning radii are preferably located in the middle range. To really achieve tight turning agility, which is also possible here, it requires a bit more weight shift from the front to the back foot overall, but we'll get to that a little later. Here it's primarily about being able to surf cleanly on really fast waves. The Green Room does this exceptionally well, as it has an incredibly high speed and converts the wave's thrust 1-to-1. So that there is always enough speed to be able to target areas of the wave that are further back. The steering of the boards and the force required to initiate turns is consistently very low. The 44.5 centimeter board width allows the board to surf from rail to rail with ease, with 100% precision, including when it comes to steering. And that naturally and seamlessly brings us to the optimal and efficient loading of the boards while surfing. Whether you want to execute a long drawn-out bottom turn or a tighter one with a lot of pressure on the edge, it all happens seamlessly and effortlessly from the very beginning and really brings a lot of drive and energy to the rail so that the acceleration is certainly and effectively further increased to achieve the true optimum. In doing so, a load of 50-50, meaning equal pressure on the front and back foot, such as the optimum. To execute the tightest possible top turn, you can place up to 80% of your weight on the back foot. This is absolutely no problem in terms of grip. Additionally, the truly absolutely efficient thruster setup along with the overall sharper edges in the tail area really give the board maximum grip here. It should be mentioned again that the combination of speed and control and precision really represents the optimum here, and the higher the wave, the more comfortable the Green Room feels. And for the board to fully play out its real strengths here, the conditions should definitely be between side and cross offshore. Not always do we have the absolute perfect conditions available. When we are out with the Green Room in light onshore conditions, a solid and consistent surfing is still definitely possible here in medium to wide radii, but the board also needs a bit more overall pressure to completely exploit its speed, slightly. And if you often find yourself in such conditions, meaning side to light on shore, then the Core Ripper is definitely the slightly better choice. And when we talk about the optimal wave height, We're talking about head-high waves to really far above head-high waves. There is no limit upwards here. It's a question of one's own courage and skills that sets the limit. We were fortunate to be able to test the board in Cape Verde. That's exactly where the board belongs, 100%, as well as other beautiful spots like Mauritius or Cape Town, or even good to very good conditions in Denmark are a friend of this board's. We tested the Green Room V3 and 510 with body weights of 80, 90 and 100 kilograms. In our test, it indeed worked really well for all weights and sizes here, and that's exactly how we would recommend it. In terms of necessary riding skills, a really secure foot switch should already be present. The narrow board initially feels a bit wobbly if you're coming from a classic short board with a width of 46 to 48 or 48.5. At first a little bit unsteady, but due to the high speed, the board stabilizes very easily here, and you get used to it very quickly. The steeper the wave and the higher the wave. In other words, the more speed you can draw from the wave, the more comfortable the core Green Room feels. It also shines compared to other competitors with an exceptionally smooth ride, like an absolutely buttery glide on the rail, especially during the bottom turn, and also a great variability in terms of maneuverability, as long as you can incorporate the load changes into your surfing with it. We tested the board consistently strapless. However, there are also 3 inserts each for the front and back foot, so that the stance can be adjusted for everyone, can be adjusted if you like to ride with straps. Furthermore, we really like the FCS2 thruster arrangement very much. Here a fin configuration is provided in high quality carbon glass and which matched very well in size with the board, and the additionally stable PET layer in the deck area, which ensured that we did not experience any dents in this area during the test. The whole package comes at a price of €1,299. Only the board, including the fins, is delivered. The EVA deck that we used must be purchased separately, and from our side it is only to be noted in conclusion that the core Green Room V3 is truly a guarantee for fun when you have those really beautiful days.